Hey everyone, Reenkk, or whatever you want to call me here. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how my health teacher quit her job midway. Also, I'm very sick, as if you can't tell from my voice. I sound very bad. I hate it. My throat hurts. And also, if you hear me going constantly, I apologize. It's also a problem. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. Now, this day starts off with me, like getting to school, doing my normal thing, probably not even doing any work, just drawing all the time, because that's what I mainly did. 7th grade was not fun for me, but I'll skip throughout the day and just talk about, like, what happened, I guess. Now, I was coming out of lunch, walking around talking to my friends, because I had to get my bag from the class I live in, and we're all talking about that, joking around, walking around, and we go to the hallway, like, where the bathrooms are at, and I see this whole group of people. I'm like, oh, okay. And I walk away, and then, because I went to go look for some of my friends, and then when I came back with some of them, it was a whole fight. These two girls were, like, throwing hands at each other or whatever, constantly yelling, mostly grabbing hair. Like, it wasn't really a fight. They were just, like, hitting each other, but mostly pulling hair. Anyways, the health teacher came out, and she started yelling at them, and this other teacher came out. They were both, like, took one of the girls, brought them to the office and all that. So I was like, all right, I'm already late to class. I don't want this teacher to yell at me. So I just walked in to her class, sat down, and I waited for her to come back. I was just talking to my friends, probably even sitting on my phone. And she comes into the room, slams the door, and she goes, all right, I need all of you to sit down now. I'm like, all right, miss, dang, what's your problem? Like, you ain't got to be mean about it. And she goes, all right, so today we're going to be going over the end of school schedule. And I'm like, what is that? Like, what do you mean? And this girl speaks up. She's like, miss, what is that? And she goes, basically, you guys at the end of the day are too rowdy. You guys, like, you don't know what it is to be civilized while leaving class at the end of the day. And I'm like, I really didn't want to be there. So, like, in my head, I'm just talking crap and all that. And she starts talking about how, 8th graders gonna go first, 6th graders gonna go, and 7th graders are gonna be the last ones to leave. And I was in 7th grade at the time, like I said, and I did not like that, so I got pretty mad. And I just sat there angrily because whoever thought of that is an idiot. And this girl speaks up. She goes, miss, but why do we have to leave last? She goes, because 7th graders are in the middle of everything. You guys are what caused most of the mess. And this girl decided to be a smart ass and just keep asking and, like, getting the teacher mad. And she, like, keep going. She's like, oh, miss, well, why do we do this and why do we do that? And you can tell that the teacher was getting frustrated because she kept looking over, like, blinking and, like, trying to walk away from the conversation. And the girl kept talking. She was like, listen, you guys can get very annoying sometimes, too. So we just can't have this. And she went on to explain also because these two girls had, like, a giant fight and a lot of people joined in and a lot of people ended up fighting with each other. It was just a big brawl. But yeah, so she was talking about that too. And she goes, man, I cannot believe you guys. You guys can get so annoying sometimes. And this girl goes, so why do you teach us then, miss? And she goes, you know what? I can't, guys. I can't. Because I like teaching. Teaching's like my own thing. And she said, all right, but miss, you just said that we annoy you, so why do you teach us? And my health teacher goes, you know what? You're right. And she goes to pull off her, like, ID. It's on a lanyard, and she had the ones that you can't, like, rip. You have to, like, take off, like, from your head, pull it over your head. And she goes to rip it, and she can't get it the first time, so she tries it again and fails, so she just picks it up over her head, throws it on the floor. And I started laughing at that, and I don't know if she heard me, but I know she ran into, like, some other room and said, I'm done. And it was, I found that so funny, I don't know why. And everybody was like, oh, silent. She was like, oh, like, what just happened? And I looked at the girl, and I was like, you're such an idiot. Like, why would you do that? And you could just hear her yelling in the other room, like, oh my, I can't with these kids. I really need to stop. Like, I need a break from all this. And this other teacher, I think she was like the drama class teacher or whatever. I don't know. She comes in to talk to us, and she's like, I cannot believe you guys. Like, why would you do that? All of you quiet, and she passes around this paper that I have no idea of what to do. I literally just drew on the back. And she was like, all of you be quiet, do your paper. I don't want to hear anybody talking. And we're just quiet. And I'm trying to listen out, trying to look for, like, where the health teacher's at. And I think she just stood in the room and sat down. I don't know. I really don't know. But class ended. They were like, oh, did you hear it? The health teacher quit and all that. And, like, I think she's done for the job. And I heard some kid go, yes, finally, that teacher was so annoying. And I left it that. I did. I know it wasn't the right thing to do, but I found it pretty funny. And everybody's just talking, and it just goes a while. And the next day I came to school, she wasn't there. There was a substitute. She was gone for, like, a straight, like, 3 weeks. And nobody did any work. They just sat there and chilled, even though there was, like, papers to do. She didn't come back for, like, 3-4 weeks. I think she took, like, some break. That's what they said. I heard that she's still there. I haven't been to the school in a while. I haven't seen her there at all, too. So I don't know if she's back or anything. But she quit, I guess, kind of, like, quit her job because of us and our tomfoolery, I guess. But if anything, like, she's probably I hope she's doing good right now. I hope she doesn't, like, quit again because of some little girl who says, oh, why do you still teach us then? But if anything, like, all right, yeah, that's it. All right, I'm done with this video. My bad. I'm sorry. All right.